Guys, nice to see you, nice to see you. And, little reminder, did you show your products love this week? It's always important to clean, you know? Let's get rid of the dust. They all need love, they all need support. When I'm done cleaning, let's talk about how everything started with TCG in my life. Come here, I will tell you.
Few moments later. Bing, bop, boom, 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 bop, bam. The next day.
I wouldn't give a piece of cardboard so much attention. It's just a card. How it started? I wouldn't say I'm into this my whole life. I never was someone who really collected something that huge. There were some toys I liked as a child, but I never had this cool stuff like most of the other children had. I was the total outsider. I remember back in school when you liked certain stuff like animes, mangas, you were the nerd. People made fun of others who liked this kind of stuff, so I keep that a secret. But I was never someone who collected cards. Never. I had nothing really. I was just that girl who came from school, did her homework, studied hours and hours, really, and maybe played a game on the Nintendo, maybe. I read mangas. I was someone who read a lot of mangas. So I went as far as letting go of stuff I liked. I didn't even sell my mangas. I gave it to other people for free without earning any money. Really, that's how I am actually. That's how I am. Actually, I'm the baddest seller out there, but I would be like giving the children everything for free. I'm really carefree. I'm someone who can give away the things I love the most to someone else. Because it's just earthly. It's just a thing of the earth, though. I really need my boyfriend who helps me not to go too far. Okay, to come back to TCG. I want you to tell a bit more of myself. I said that in the last video, so you get to know me better. And people see my shorts, people see pictures, and they have their opinion, but that's not all. Maybe you even have a wrong opinion of me. So, welcome in my home. And yeah, I'm happy to be able to tell you something of my life, because when it comes to my childhood, it wasn't fun. Most of my time of my youth I spent alone. I didn't have that stuff that others had. I never had a PlayStation. Still, I don't have a PlayStation. The PlayStation we have here owns my boyfriend, actually. So, I don't have much. I'm someone who might look like I have so many stuff, but it's not true. I have to say to you, most of this stuff is something my boyfriend bought, yeah? And I got into this. He got me to like TCG. And that's something I really have to whoa. That's not something easy. I'm someone who hates hypes. I literally hated everything that's hyped. If we run it together and I would know that there's such a hype of Pokemon, maybe I wouldn't even like Pokemon anymore. Because I don't understand why people are so focused of one thing. I was always like that. I was someone who never was into a hype. As soon as it started to be a hype, I lost interest completely. And yeah, it started actually my first time holding a card. I think I was 6 years old. I spent most of my childhood outside. I was someone who loved to go outside, run around, having fun, playing games with friends. So I didn't spend that much time inside. And my brother was actually the one who was into TCG, not me. And he played Pokemon with friends outside. And I saw children playing Pokemon cards and I was totally not interested. Completely not. I was interested into the Game Boy game, Blue Edition. I wanted to play it, but my brother didn't let me play it. He had a Game Boy. I had no Game Boy. He had a PlayStation. I had no PlayStation. There were times I wanted to play, but I was never like going to my parents and saying to them, Mom, I want the PlayStation. I want it right now. No, I was more like, because my parents were stressed, so stressed. My dad worked a lot, so I usually saw him in the evening, and that was all. My mom tried to give as much as she could, but it was never this kind of topic. I think they thought it's a waste of money. That was a reason why we had no Pokemon products. And then there was Nintendo. Suddenly, I had one. I wanted to buy one, and I started to play Pokemon Diamond. And I was so into it, really. How did I get into that? Because a friend of mine had the Smaragd edition and we played it together. And when the new Nintendo came, I wanted it. I wanted it so much so that I could play Pokemon. And that's how it started. But still, I had no Pokemon products. I had no plushies. I had no TCG cards. Nothing of it. So the real first contact I had with TCG was Yu-Gi-Oh! And one of the biggest, craziest, heaviest, strongest TCGs out there, Magic the Gathering. My brother had some cards. How old was I back then? I think 7 years? I don't know. I can't remember, but I was a little child. I had this card of a mystic creature. I looked at it and I had no clue, especially how much worth this card would be one day, you know? And yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! The same. We had cards. We had, I think, first edition Blue-Eyed Dragon and so many other cards. My brother loved Yu-Gi-Oh! I watched the anime with him. And we had really many cards, but they don't exist anymore. They are trash, they are gone, and maybe I'm a bit at fault as well because I didn't know how to treat a card right. I was a child. Sad truth. So these cards are gone, and also those moments. I didn't have that big connection to TCG. Really. I was still that girl that studied, the freak, read mangas, and did a bit of drawing. That was all. My life was very fixed on school and studying. And when I was around 20, I might not look like it, but I'm older than you think. So when I was 20, my friends came up and this were a group totally of freaks. But those with a big heart. And what do you think? What kind of TCG did they play? Magic the Gathering. They were all like, Cornelia, come and play with us. Let's play Magic the Gathering. And I looked on these cards and I feel like, you can't give a child this kind of cards, bro. How could you do that? There are so many evil creatures. They are so demonic. I was so like, no. And they were like, oh, Cornelia, but there's all kind of cards you can take, like angel decks. They are really cool. And I was like, no, totally no. Never ever will I play Magic the Gathering with you guys. Never ever. I still remember back then I had no clue of that a card can be so much worth, and really their prices for Magic the Gathering cards you cannot even imagine. You can couldn't imagine how expensive those cards can be, really. So they wanted me to join this. I even went with them to my actually now local TCG store, and back then they almost only had Magic the Gathering. That completely changed over the last year. They have more stuff, but back then it was mostly just Magic the Gathering, and I could not even listen and watch them how much money they spent on Magic the Gathering, really. They were like, oh, I should stop now. And one moment later, oh, let's go to this place again next week. They usually met once a week and played just Magic the Gathering. And that was something I really liked, that there was this kind of love and passion for a card game. I was never aware of that. Of course, I saw the children playing Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh! I mean, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is really, really, really a good TCG. And they deserve the love from the community. They deserve the attention. And they're really good collabs. Really, really good collabs, Magic the Gathering. Of course, a part of me didn't change. It's one of my favorite TCGs. But I respect it. I respect the community. I respect the love and the effort, even if it makes me sad that certain products are so expensive. I remember I was so hyped when the Final Fantasy cards came out and I wasn't able to buy that much because it was just too expensive. This is another level. Those products are really... I could cry. Fallout, so cool. I wasn't able to buy anything, really. Okay. I wish I had more of these products. I mean, this is so cool. It's so beautiful. The foil and all. I'm into too many different TCGs and I don't care. I love it. There isn't just one thing I like. It's just all about Pokemon. What is the best TCG?
Pokemon!
Pokemon!
Pokemon! Pokemon! Komm, schnapp Tüte! Pokemon! Pokemon!
Okay, I take it back. Pokemon is really one of the best TCGs. And yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Magic the Gathering, Pokemon, really, really strong TCGs. Strong community, cool cards, and something you shouldn't ignore. But it was not Magic the Gathering that got me. It was a guy I got together in the year of 2022. And he hit me up with his Funko Pops and his Lego. Back then, I never knew how I would end up. I never thought I would end up like this. So, he's the true collector, and I'm just someone who dreams, but he's someone who acts. We started collecting cards. There was when Crown Zenith came out. And I had no clue of what card is rare, what is a hit. I had no clue. And for me, some stuff is still confusing. but I have an eye for art. We speak a lot about cards every day. We watch videos of cards every day. So my mind started to change. Also my eye. And I have an eye for certain artwork because I learned a lot about art back then in school. I was someone who wanted to study it, but I couldn't. Another story. If you want to know, just write me, I will tell you. I couldn't do what I wanted to do, so I had to find a new way. And TCG was really a cool hobby that helped me when I really was down on some days. So I opened one booster bag. It was one of my first bags. And I pulled that one card of a Pokemon that I love so much. So much. In German, it's called the set Sturmwinde. And some people might think this card is not that great and blah 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 blah. You have to think of someone who had never opened booster bags, who never went through this kind of experience. And then you have this one card in your hands and you look at it and you're like, oh, cool, pretty nice card. And then you give it to your boyfriend, or girlfriend, whatever. You give it away. And later, your partner comes and says, you know, this card is the hit of the set. This card is this and this worth. Huh? What did I pull? And this was an experience I won't forget. I pulled this card, and this card will be my favorite Pokemon card forever. Whatever Pokemon card that comes, this was my start. And I started to make videos through TCG. Of course, my boyfriend said, why won't you try doing opening videos? And he wanted to go into this deeper, but I had not the energy. I was ill back then. I had surgery. So I wasn't very well physically and mentally, and I still haven't recovered completely from what I went through. I can be proud of what I've tried and what worked out, but there were many things that didn't work out as we wanted. And it slowed down everything. For example, we have many cards wanted to be created and we weren't able to get them created. And that's something that makes me very sad, because to me it's important that they are created. They are safe. It's better. Some people might say it's still enough place in their binder. No, I love it when I can take my graded card with me. I don't have to worry about my graded card. The quality, it's safe inside here. It looks so good. You can just put it somewhere else and it looks good. It looks good. So there are many reasons why I love graded cards. This feeling when you touch it, when you look at it, and you can make a whole picture hanging on the ground. You can make a whole room full of graded cards. There's so much in this. It's so cool, yeah. Just my opinion. And we weren't able to come as far as we wanted. And I saw on social media, on TikTok, people, they started the same time at me. And I did that wrong thing. I compared myself with others. That was the big mistake. Some people might not understand this, but I talk openly about my mental health, because here where I live in Austria, there is no big understanding. The most important thing is you go to work, you earn money, watch a movie, take meds, go to bed, and that's how it starts again and again. We are not an open community. When you come to Austria and you want to live here, it's really hard to connect. And that's maybe a reason why I'm not feeling well with other people, is because I'm a bit different. And I struggle with depression actually since my childhood, very young age. But my family wasn't aware of how I felt. Also that I have ADHD. I got my diagnosis very late, and actually last year. So I had really a lot going on, and depression is a really serious thing. I'm happy when I wake up at the morning and do my bed, feed the cat, wash my hair, wash my body, and clean. that's a highlight for me. So you have to imagine how hard it is for me to make pictures of cards, to make videos, edit them. Even doing this costs me a lot of energy. And I don't mean it in a bad way, because I love what I do. And I wanted from myself so much more than I could do. That's the sad truth. And this all started for me getting so hard when I had my job as a florist. I lost 10 kilos and I worked a lot for not much money. And my boyfriend as well worked a lot, and I got really serious ill. Every day I had back pain. Ended up losing my job because of my health. I ended up in the hospital. And I didn't really recover that well because I wasn't able to eat much. I lost so much muscles. And I'm still in the process of healing. And in this time, I'm allowed to take care of myself. I cannot give that much. I want to do giveaways. Actually, I want to do a giveaway here on YouTube. When I am able to get 500 followers, I will do a giveaway. But I want to be honest with you. For me, TCG is not getting follower, using giveaways to get more follower, to get more money, to live from it. Of course, it's a dream to make your hobby into a job. But I let go of this. I ride the wave and I take every day as it comes. Because I'm someone who is high sensitive and I stressed myself almost into burnout. So I will post when I can. I will edit videos when I can, and I will do that when I can. And when you won't see a video or a photo or anything from me for a long time, you will know she's not feeling well. She's just not okay. But she will come back. And when something helps me, then it's really TCG. Because it gets me back to finish something. When you have ADHD, you tend to start something. But it's hard to go through it, to end it, to finish it. And with posting and with communication and with people on Instagram, it got me more into a routine. It helped me mentally. It motivated me, especially collabs. I have to do a photo. I have to send it at a certain time. If I'm not doing it, I won't be able to collaborate. I was able to do that. And that makes me really, really happy. So I have to say a big thank you to people I met through the TCG community. Some of those people invited me into the chat. I'm very shy. I don't like to write that much. Mostly I write 1-2 sentences in 1 week, and they don't know how hard it is for me to be able to do that. So yeah, that's how it started. The community, my boyfriend. This all got me more into this TCG bubble. It all got me more into loving this and giving this more and more effort. And something I'm really, really thankful for is TCG got me back into painting. I wasn't able to really paint in my free time. I'm sure over 10 years or more. I stopped completely this. This was my most loved hobby. And I never could imagine that this hobby motivates me to getting back into an old hobby. So yeah, this was my story. I'm not someone of those children who got the cards and families spend time together, taking cards into a binder. That's nothing that exists for me. Now I'm into a hobby that gets me more out. It got me to speak more with people, connect more with people, especially the Digimon community. So many sweet people, so many cool creators. You're not a wolf because we look up to those big YouTubers, influencer people. But no, TCG isn't just those famous people. The small fishes are important for the sea too. No small fish, no big fish. You don't need to have millions and millions of followers to feel great. You wake up in the morning, you make your bed, you open your binder, and that's the moment. That's the special moment. Not the pictures on Instagram, not the YouTubers with their big openings. No. It's not a hype. It's your moment when you open your binder, when you look at your credit card, and you are back into your childhood, or back into memories with people you care about, what you shared together. That makes you smile. Don't hold on fake images, fake stories, because social media is full of it. And that's something that depresses me a lot when I'm on social media. And when I'm not answering, don't feel ignored. Because my life is important too. I have these moments when I look at the card too. And when I just spend time scrolling, I cannot have the time, the moments of looking at a card. But I want to enjoy the artworks. I want to enjoy the illustrators. I want to enjoy the paintings, the art, the creations of the illustrators in the TCG. It can be a friend. It can be yourself that got you into TCG. Who knows? Who knows? My first start was negative. I didn't like to open booster packs. To me, it was all stress because I recorded it. It's a long act. You have to take care of your cards. You have to put them into sleeves. You have to put them into boxes and binder, whatever. It is actually a lot of work. And I'm, as mentioned before, I'm more of a dreamer. I'm more of a creator. I'm actually more someone who would create a card instead of pulling it. But I found joy in opening booster packs. Such a card can release a lot of pain. I ended up opening booster packs in the hospital, so it's so hard when you feel fucked up, but at least you have this moment. It's like you get a birthday present and you open it. For a moment, you don't have anxiety, you don't have to worry. So it breaks my heart that there are people out there that want just to make money with it and they destroy the hobby. I'm so sorry for starting. Well, you have to live with it. I'm a crybaby. I start to cry easily. That's how I am. And this topic makes me so crazy. I always end up talking about it, how sad it is, how things has changed, how crazy it is. Because I'm slow. I don't like to be someone who spends hours outside in front of a store because the release of a new product. That's stupid for me. It's stupid. I love to spend my time others. Love to spend my times with the animals, actually, with cats, with my partner, instead of running from store to buy a product. And this is crazy. For me, it is crazy. How do you spend your time? How can you spend so much time in front of a store? Because it's about money. Well, I'm overwhelmed by all the products and cards that came out for about a year ago or something. It's overwhelming me. It's stressing me. Maybe I'm the only one who thinks like that, but it stresses me. And I don't want a hobby to stress me. I want to enjoy it. Don't let them destroy your love and passion for the TCG you enjoy. Don't forget to like and to comment. I really, really appreciate your support. I'm almost at 200 followers. I feel like someone with 2 million followers. I'm so thankful for every person that supports me and watches my video, because this is long. Some people don't even make it to 30 seconds. If you made it this far, I really should do a giveaway. Thank you so much, really. You are awesome. So I hope we see each other soon again. Next time I will show you some cards, because this time you didn't see much. I'm so sorry. You don't want to know how much chaos I'm right now. Whatever, how fast I clean the dirt that I can't tear up back again. I wish I had so much more energy for all the stuff I want to do, but I don't have, and it's okay. If you have more energy, write me, tag me, show me your card, show me your collection, show me the stuff you like, show me which Pokemon you will be. And yeah, lots of love for everyone out there. You are cool, you are good, you are perfect, and you're wonderful. And don't be so hard on yourself, yeah? And don't spend too much time on social media. You have your own collection, you have your own cards. Have fun with your friends and with your family. Take a moment. Remember, what was your first hit? What's your favorite TCG? What do you enjoy about this hobby? How did you get in? What is your story? And next time I will show you what kind of TCGs do I collect. As mentioned before, it's not just Pokemon. There are so many more cards and artworks out there. Really cool stuff. And I will take you with me, if you let me. Lots of love. We will see each other soon. On the table, when the stress is less.